Hello everyone, my name is Uday Prasad. I'm a retired software engineer helping young aspiring engineers to find a career, rather a suitable career into IT industry. I have helped more than hundreds of students to find a successful career into this industry. I'll tell you today why you need to learn mainframe technology in order to get a good career for yourself. Many people ask me a similar question almost every day. What is the importance of learning mainframe technology in today's world? Why should I learn mainframe programming using those legacy languages and technological structures on the mainframe? How is it going to help me in today's world? Am I able to get a good job or a career after learning IBM's mainframe? Am I going to learn IBM's mainframe to benefit myself in order to become a good seasoned programmer who will be always in demand? So let's understand today then, what is the importance of IBM's mainframe in today's world? How it's going to really affect you and me if we know that today. In order to understand the beauties of IBM's mainframe, you must understand two most important things. What was the history and what's the future? History will tell you how mankind has evolved over years and maybe over centuries in order to come to the stage that we are today. And the future will tell you, if we extend this further, where you and me are leading. You must understand another very important fact, that the world today revolves around data. Right? The world revolves around data. What does that signify and what does that mean? That means that the institution, the organizations, the systems will be devoid of facts and figures if they don't have data today. It has been said that they have discovered more than 80% of the data that the world uses in last 1 decade. Now let's look into the history. For thousands of years, writing has been used to record the information and data by the mankind in some form or the other. Some of the earliest forms of data can go back to the Sumerians and the Mesopotamians and the Egyptians, who used to write in a script which used to be called cuneiform, which means what? They used to write the records on the clay tablets to preserve it, which used to contain the information of economic transactions, legal agreements and whatnot. Right? If you look into the ancient Egyptians' history, you will find that they used to preserve the data in pictorial format, a science which is sometimes also called hieroglyphs. What does that mean? That the Egyptians during those days used to preserve the information in the form of a data which encompassed sectors like agriculture, astronomical, financial, etc., all the data. The ancient Greeks and the Romans are also known to be saving their records by using what we called it as quill pens, which eventually evolved into the modern bookkeeping system used by the businesses and the governments today. IBM mainframes are known for their scalability, reliability and security. Today they are widely used by large organizations and the government agencies to handle massive amount of critical data processing. According to IBM, mainframes are responsible for processing more than 87% of the world's credit card transactions that happen today. And if they have to be believed, there are more than or approximately about 29 billion ATM transactions per year that happens worldwide. And they are all contained and managed by some way or the other, by the mainframes. It is indeed very difficult to estimate the actual amount of data that is getting processed on the IBM today and are residing on the IBM mainframes as well. But it will be always safe to say that the IBM mainframes continues to play a very critical role in processing and managing the data and a significant portion of the world's mission critical data. Now you may be wondering, so how it relates to the data? Let's understand very important thing over there. You need to understand the basic differences or the basics about how the data is made. Let's understand this. Every data that you capture are based on facts. For example, sky is blue. My name is Uday. I train people into getting good career into the IT industry. All these are facts and figures. These facts and figures, when documented in any form, either digital or non-digital, that becomes a data. So if I capture all this information into an Excel sheet or a PowerPoint or a notepad or a Word document, it becomes a digital file and that becomes a data. Now, so the facts are basic facts which may go haywire unless and until it is captured, and then once it is captured, it becomes a data, and that's what the history says, right? Now, once your data is captured, it is still of no much use unless and until you don't process them. Once you process and churn the data, then you come to the leading information which can be critical for your business and for your prospects. If we were to go by that, you got to understand that more than 60% of the world's good data still resides on IBM's mainframe. You see, so IBM's mainframe still goes a great gun in storing and preserving those mission critical data in one form or the other. And that's the reason why you and me have to know the technology of mainframe, the platform of mainframe, in order to survive and see a good career into information technology tomorrow. So just be careful, please. You cannot ignore. You may like it, you may dislike it, but please do not ignore IBM's mainframe. There's a long way to go. You may be making a big mistake by qualifying into those categories of people who say that that's a legacy system which is redundant and obsolete. Thank you.